She said she did. It was to keep her grandkids, but it wasn't supposed to go that far.
Jailhouse snitches, wiretaps, text messages, and an attempt to flee to Vietnam. Those are just a few of the pieces of evidence prosecutors have presented against Donna Adelson in her trial for the conspiracy to murder Dan Markel. Will it be enough for a jury to convict her? Welcome to Crime Fix. I'm Angenette Levy. The state of Florida is done presenting its case against Donna Adelson for the conspiracy to murder Dan Markel. A conspiracy, after all, is simply a plan. The prosecution has to prove that Donna Adelson was part of a plan, an agreement to carry out the murder of Dan Markel. And the prosecution believes they've proven that through the testimony of a number of witnesses. Dan Markel was shot to death in his garage in July 2014. After dropping off his two young sons at preschool and then working out at the gym. Two hitmen, Latin Kings gang members Luis Rivera and Sigfredo Garcia, were identified as the hitmen hired by Donna Adelson's son Charlie Adelson to murder Markel. Rivera testified in Donna's trial, saying he was told that Wendy Adelson, the ex-wife of Dan Markel, wanted their children, so that was the reason why Markel was being murdered.
And what was the purpose of this murder as you understood it?
That they wanted the kids.
Who wanted the kids?
Wendy.
Okay. And did you understand that you were killing the father of the kids so that Wendy could have the kids?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you previously referred to a dentist being involved?
Yes, ma'am.
Who was the dentist?
Charlie.
And how was he related?
Katie's boyfriend. IPs, whatever you want to call them.
All right, so Katie was the wife of Garcia, but also the girlfriend of the dentist?
Yeah.
Did you have any contact with the dentist ever?
No.
Did you have any contact with any member of the Adelson family?
No, ma'am.
Everything went through Katie, right?
Yes, ma'am.
What did the dentist, if you know, have to do with the lady in Tallahassee who needed her kids?
I don't know nothing about them.
Now, Charlie's ex-girlfriend, Katie Magbanwa, was the link between the Adelsons and the hitmen. Katie testified against Charlie Adelson at his trial after being convicted at her trial. She has now testified against Donna Adelson.
And did you go to Charlie Adelson's house to get the money on the night of the shooting?
Yes, ma'am. He had contacted me and told me that there was an accident and if he can have dinner with me that night.
Okay. And the accident was a reference to the shooting of Dan Markel?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Which was not an accident, right?
No, ma'am.
Okay. When you get there, how is Charlie acting?
He was pretty frantic, just pacing back and forth, and he had a gun in his hand.
Okay, was that unusual behavior for him?
Yes, ma'am.
Did he say anything about his parents when you arrived at his house that night?
He told me that his parents just left.
Did you end up staying the night there?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Were you planning on spending the night there?
No, ma'am, I was not.
Okay, originally was your plan to get the money and take it to the two men that killed Mr. Markel?
Yes, ma'am, it was.
All right. What happened the next morning?
Well, since that night, since he was like pacing back and forth and he had given me a Xanax, that's why I fell asleep.
Okay.
And that's why
Did he take Xanax as well?
Yes, ma'am, he took one as well.
Okay. And the next morning, did something happen with the money?
Yes, ma'am. So I woke up. I was like, I got to get out of here. And he told me that the money is in the trunk of my car.
Magbanwa then talked about how the money was packaged when she received her cut.
When you opened the Ziploc bag, did you notice that the money was stapled together?
Yes, ma'am, it was.
It was, okay. Did you notice something else unusual about the money?
At that moment, I didn't when I opened it, but a couple of days after the fact, it was wet and starting to mold.
The money itself was damp to the touch?
Yes, ma'am.
Right, and did you ever mention that back to Charlie Adelson?
I'm pretty sure I contacted him and told him, why is the money wet?
What do you mean pretty sure? You did or you didn't?
That I didn't.
Okay, and when you contacted him and said the money's wet, or you just mentioned to him the money's wet, did he have a response?
Yes, ma'am. He told me,
Go ahead.
told me that that his mom washed the money.
That you physically washed the money?
Yes, ma'am.
Katie Magbanwa also talked about receiving payroll checks from the Adelson's dental practice despite not working there.
You started getting paychecks in September after the murder, which continued through May of 2016. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
And how would you receive the paychecks?
Charlie would give it to me.
All right, and you admit that you weren't doing anything to earn that money
No, ma'am. I was
other
not.
than contributing to this murder.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and the paychecks, would they come one at a time or multiples at a time?
It would be multiple.
Okay. Do you know why the paychecks stopped when they stopped?
At that time, just like Fredo got arrested.
So they got spooked.
Yes.
Who signed the paychecks?
I'm sorry, one moment. You might. May I continue?
Who signed your paychecks from the Adelson Institute?
Donna Adelson.
How many paychecks did you receive?
I can't recall.
Does 44 sound right?
Can't recall.
If we assume 44, how many of them were signed by Donna Adelson?
All of them.
How many were signed by Charlie Adelson?
None.
There's a reason Crime Fix is one of the top-ranked shows on YouTube right now, just like there's a reason why Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm. They're a firm with more than 1,000 attorneys, and that's because they win a lot. Morgan & Morgan has recovered more than $25 billion from more than 500,000 clients. In the last few months, a client in Florida received $12 million after the insurance company offered just $350,000. In Pennsylvania, a client was awarded $26 million. That was 40 times the insurer's $650,000 offer. Another client in Pennsylvania received $29 million after being offered only $500,000. Even if you think your case is not worth millions, why not start a claim and fight for what you deserve? Morgan & Morgan makes it truly so easy. You can start a claim from your phone in just 8 clicks. So if you're ever hurt, you can easily start a claim at forthepeople.com/crimefix by clicking the link below or scanning that QR code that you see on your screen. Another damning piece of evidence, Donna Adelson's planner. It contained Dan Markel's license plate number. Why on earth would she need that information?
Did Mrs. Adelson keep a lot of personal information and identifying information for members of her family and even, I think, some friends in there too?
She did.
Okay. And as part of that information in the 2014 planner, did you locate any information specific to Dan Markel's vehicle?
We did.
What information was that?
Is the 08 Accord on the left middle of the page, right there. It's the 08 Accord, and the tag number is 584YBM.
That's Dan Markel's tag number at the time of his murder?
It is.
Same vehicle that the killers pursued?
That's correct.
It would only make sense that Donna might have her ex-son-in-law's license plate number to possibly pass along to the hitmen. 2 of Donna Adelson's 3 children have testified against her. Wendy took the stand only because she was subpoenaed and granted limited immunity.
At the time of Dan Markel's murder, was the defendant, your mother, very angry at Dan Markel?
Before he died?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
And you hated him too, right?
At certain points, I was very frustrated with him.
Did you refer to him as an STD?
I don't remember saying that.
Tab 5.
It looks like I made that analogy.
Danny is an STD. One wrong mistake, marrying him, and this will never go away. Is that what you said?
I did.
And did you share that kind of sentiment with your mother?
I don't remember ever saying that, so I don't think it's something I said very often.
And this was said in an email on February 26th of 2013, correct?
It was.
Approximately 17 months before the murder?
Yes, I don't think it was an email, though. It looks like it was sort of an iMessage.
Okay. Did you ever refer to your ex-husband as the Dark Lord?
I don't remember saying that, but I certainly might have.
Wendy Adelson was also asked about testifying in the trial of her brother Charlie.
When was the last time you spoke to your mother, Donna Adelson, as we sit here today?
November of 2023.
Okay. And so she hasn't given you any information or advice about how to testify in court, has
No,
she?
ma'am. No.
What about, you did offer testimony in November of 2023 as well, right, on a related case?
Yes,
Okay.
October.
And did your mom, when you spoke to her in November of 2023, offer you any advice or thoughts about how you should act or behave or what you should say in court?
Yes,
She did.
she did.
And what was that?
I can't tell you I remember exactly, but she was hoping I would be supportive of my brother.
Okay. And do you know what her thoughts were afterwards?
I do.
Okay. And what were they?
She was devastated.
She didn't feel you were supportive.
No.
I'll have more on the text messages between Donna and Wendy during Charlie's trial here in a bit. Donna Adelson's estranged son, Rob Adelson, also testified against his mother, more willingly than Wendy did.
Based on your personal observations throughout your life of your parents and of your siblings, who is the leader in the family? Who tends to run the show?
I think my mom.
Okay, so Donna Adelson?
Yes.
Would you describe Donna Adelson's personality as being more controlling or more laid back?
I think more on the controlling side.
What about, is she kind of a more assertive person or a more passive person?
More assertive.
What about your dad, Harvey Adelson? What's his personality like?
I think he's more passive, more go with the flow.
Okay. So they're kind of opposites in that way a bit?
Yeah.
When you and your siblings were growing up, was Donna Adelson a very involved parent?
Yes.
And when I say involved, as far as with your life and with your friends and with school and with that type of thing?
Absolutely.
Did she have certain fixed ideas throughout your life of certain things she wanted to happen in you and your siblings' life?
Yes, absolutely.
Was it acceptable if you decided to not do those certain things that she was fixated she wanted you to do? Was that acceptable to her or no?
No. I think she had certain sort of rigid, fixed ideas or impressions for what she wanted for us, and if you went along with that, things were fine. If you didn't, things were not fine.
Rob Adelson's testimony helped the state. He painted his mother as a domineering matriarch who didn't seem concerned about who murdered Dan Markel at all. He described meeting with the FBI and what happened afterwards.
They came to our house. I was already at work, and so they talked to my wife. It had to be a Wednesday or Thursday, so I was already at work.
And is this your house in New York?
Yes.
Okay. And did you end up talking to law enforcement and letting them, answering their questions, letting them know what you knew?
Yeah, they came to my office the next day, and we with two agents, and we had an interview.
Okay. After that conversation with, you said it was the FBI earlier, right?
Yes.
Okay. After that conversation with the FBI, did Donna Adelson ever say anything to you about having talked to law enforcement or the FBI?
It was either that afternoon or the next day, but and she called me and said, just want to let you know, if the police come around, don't talk to them.
Okay, so she told you not to talk to law enforcement.
Correct.
Did you let her know that you already had talked to law enforcement?
Yeah, I said I already did.
And what did she say to that?
She said, "Oh, well, you don't know anything anyway."
You don't know anything anyway?
Correct.
Was that an unusual statement coming from your mother?
Yeah, everything that week was unusual, but I mean, I clearly didn't know anything, but I wasn't going to not talk to the FBI if they show up at my house.
How did you respond? Let me ask you this. After the murder of Dan Markel, did Donna Adelson seem curious about who killed Dan Markel?
No.
Was there a complete lack of curiosity?
Yeah, nobody seemed curious.
Did you actually ever ask her, like after the murder, like, hey, like, what do you think happened? What do you?
Yeah, and the conversations were kind of rerouted, or that was certainly discouraged, and it was probably like maybe sometime like mid-August, when I finally had a chance to ask and say, what is going on? This was not a small event. This was getting a lot of notoriety, and I said, what do you guys think happened? And she had said, I don't know and I don't care. It doesn't concern me.
Was that out of character for her to not be curious and not be asking some questions?
Yeah, I mean, it was an unsolved murder of, my former brother-in-law, like someone that we all know very well. I mean, if it was like some neighborhood gossip, people would be interested. This was like national interest, and nobody had any curiosity about, who did this to Danny.
Now, the jury heard hours and hours of wiretap phone calls between Donna and Charlie. I'm not going to play them all for you, but they happened after the bump, where an FBI agent posing as a relative of one of the hitmen demanded money. Charlie and Donna can be heard speaking in code on those calls. There were two witnesses Donna Adelson's attorneys were very concerned about. Two women who served time with Donna Adelson, jailhouse snitches. Drina Barnhart told the jury that she and Donna Adelson became very close during the time that they were in the Leon County Jail together.
All right, can you describe your friendship with Mrs. Adelson?
Yes, initially it was very nice. She actually called me her jail daughter, and she and I got close. And how much more detail do you want?
Well, by close, did you talk to each other about personal things, like your life?
Yes.
Okay. And did she have a nickname for you besides her jail daughter?
Yes, Sunshine.
Did she paint pictures for you and write notes to you and things like that?
Yes, ma'am.
So is this her initials down here?
Yes, ma'am.
And on the back, is that a little note to you?
Yes, it is.
Dear Drina, I hope your life will be filled with love, joy, and flowers. You deserve only the best because you are the best. Love, Donna. Is that what you wrote?
Yes.
So Drina Barnhart told the jury she was close to Donna Adelson and that Donna wrote notes to her and made pictures for her. She also testified that Donna was very worried about some of the people testifying against her in her trial.
Did Donna Adelson ever talk to you when she was talking about her case? Did she ever mention any concerns about the testimony of her son, Rob Adelson?
She did. She said she was extremely worried about his testimony.
Okay, so that was something that she brought up often or only one time?
A few times.
So Donna Adelson was worried, according to Drina, about Rob Adelson's testimony. And she was also worried about the testimony of Charlie Adelson's ex-girlfriend and convicted co-conspirator Katie Magbanois. Drina Barnhart testified that Donna Adelson gave her a script to follow.
Whose notebook is this?
That's mine.
Okay. And whose handwriting is this on this first page?
That's Donna's, Miss Anderson.
Okay, so she wrote this in your notebook?
Yes, ma'am.
And what is it you were supposed to do with this information?
I was supposed to study it and answer it correctly on the stand for her.
So this is what she wanted you to say in court?
Yes, ma'am.
So, for example, how did you know Donna Adelson? You were supposed to say everyone knew her. She's been on the news. I've seen and heard about this on TV shows and read it in the newspaper over the years.
Correct.
Do you read the newspaper?
No.
Okay. Did you know much about her or her case prior to coming in contact with her in the Leon County Jail?
No, ma'am.
And what were you supposed to do with this physical script?
I was supposed to copy it down and give it back to her.
Okay, copy it into your own handwriting?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And did you provide this item to my office?
Yes, ma'am.
And was it copied and returned to you?
Yes, ma'am.
What did you do with it once you returned with the original to the Leon County Jail?
Return it to her.
I'm gonna go down a paragraph here. This says that you approached Mrs. Adelson and told her you had information about Kay that you wanted to give her. Is that true?
No.
This says that Kay told you that she told Charlie on the night of the murder that some friends of hers went to Tallahassee and killed him. Did Kay ever tell you that?
No, ma'am.
Okay. She asked him to give her the 1/3 of $1 million that he was going to pay his sister so that she could relocate with her children to Miami. He went crazy on her. He said that that was going to be an offer to his brother-in-law not to kill him.
Barnhart said she was promised things for her testimony.
While I was in jail, I received packages and phone calls, and I was promised things as well.
What type of packages?
Packages are in jail just like a bunch of basically gas station food, but it's exciting when you're in jail.
Okay, and what about phone calls? What do you mean by that?
Just the phone calls are very expensive from jail, so she would let me use her phone to call my mother and other people.
Okay, and you said she promised you other things in the future. What other types of things?
$10,000, a grand piano.
What else?
She promised me cameras, but
none of that came to fruition.
no.
Okay. And what about pills? Did she mention anything to you about pills?
Yes, that if I needed pills, that I could call a doctor named, I think, Obed. I think that's his name.
Okay.
Yes.
And that person would write you some prescriptions?
Yes, ma'am.
And why would you be in need of prescription medication?
I'm a recovering drug addict.
Did she tell you that if you were to be released that you could make these phone calls, including this phone call to Dr. Obed?
Yes.
Okay. And how were you going to get these other items, like the $10,000?
The money would be through something called Zelle.
Okay. And who was going to send the money through Zelle?
Harvey.
That's her husband, Harvey Adelson?
Yes.
And how are you supposed to contact Harvey Adelson?
Through a phone app called Signal.
Okay. Had you ever heard of the phone app Signal before?
No, ma'am.
Now, what's interesting about this, law enforcement started a secret investigation last fall involving Harvey Adelson, wiretaps, and a Zelle account. So could this be it? Possibly bribing a witness. On cross-examination, Donna's attorney tried to show that Drina Barnhart might have a motive to make up things.
And so in September of 2024, when you were rearrested for violating probation and the new burglary charge, that point in time, you are facing 15 years mandatory day-for-day sentencing, unless you can reach an agreement with the state.
Correct.
And then you meet Donna Adelson.
Correct.
Your get out of jail free card.
I don't have an answer to that.
And you befriended her.
We became friends, yes.
And you would ask her questions about her case.
No, I didn't ask her questions about her case. She offered it to me and I would listen to her.
A second jailhouse snitch or informant also testified. Patricia Bird also served time in the Leon County Jail with Donna Adelson.
And how close did you sleep to Donna Adelson?
Right next to her.
All right, and if you're in the same pod, do you have your meals together with the other women in the pod?
Yes.
Do you have like your downtime where you're watching TV or reading or writing, all those things together with the same women in the pod?
Yes.
When you were in the same pod with Donna Adelson for those months, did you become friendly with her?
Yes.
How often would you talk to her?
Every day, all day.
Bird told the jury about conversations she had with Donna about her case.
Once you and Donna Adelson became close friends, did she ever talk to you about her pending case, this case?
She did.
When y'all would have those conversations, did you ever outright ask her whether she did what she's accused of?
I did.
And what did she say to that?
She said she did. It was to keep her grandkids, but it wasn't supposed to go that far.
Okay. So she said she did do it, and she did it to keep her grandkids.
Yes.
But she didn't expect it to go this far.
Yes.
Did Donna Adelson ever ask if you were ever in custody with a woman named Catherine Magbanwa?
Yes, she did.
And were you ever in custody with Catherine Magbanwa?
Yes.
Was that several years ago?
Yes, ma'am.
And about how long were you in custody with Magbanwa for?
About a year or two.
Now, did you tell Donna Adelson that? Did you let her know that you had been in custody with Magbanwa?
Yes.
Since you had been in custody with Magbanwa, once Donna Adelson knew that, what did Donna Adelson want you to do?
She wanted me to say that Magbanwa told me when we killed him, I knew my boyfriend's parents had money.
Okay, so basically, she and some other people did this crime, and they did it because her boyfriend's parents had money.
Yes.
Who did she want you to tell that to?
She wanted me to tell it to whoever came up and asked me about it, and the investigators.
Patricia Bird's testimony echoed Drina Barnhart's in that she said Donna promised her something in return for her testimony that would help her at her trial.
What did she offer you?
A trailer and some land, and she would have her husband fix my teeth.
Okay, so like if you got out of custody, she'd help you buy a trailer and land?
Yes.
And that her husband could fix your teeth?
Yes.
Like veneers?
Yes.
Now, was any of that true as far as did Magbanwa ever say those things to you?
No, she did not.
Did Donna Adelson give you other gifts while in custody?
Yes.
Like what?
She would buy canteen and she would bring it over to my bed.
What's canteen?
Canteen is food that we buy off commissary.
Okay. It's kind of like chips and candy and other things that
and noodles and stuff like that.
Okay. But it costs money to buy those things?
Yes.
Okay. But she would buy those or extra and she'd give it to you?
Yes.
Tallahassee Police Sergeant Christopher Corbett testified about text messages.
All right, and in this conversation between Donna Adelson and Wendy Adelson, did Donna Adelson agree that Charlie Adelson's testimony about being extorted was the truth, that he was telling the truth?
She did, yes.
Okay, can we see that exchange?
Yes.
Now, right before this exchange, did Wendy Adelson send a prayer hands emoji?
Yes.
Okay, and then what was Donna Adelson's response to that?
That we shouldn't have to pray, he's telling the truth, protected his little sister for years, differs through this, and now what? Prayer hands.
And then does she clarify that she meant suffers, not differs?
Yes.
Okay, so what date was this text sent on?
Again, November 6th of 2023.
So this would have been about 4 days after Charlie Adelson's testimony.
Correct.
But before a verdict was rendered in the case.
That's correct.
It says that he's telling the truth. Protected his little sister for years. All right. What else does Donna Adelson say to Wendy Adelson about this extortion defense?
She says that she's sorry this has been our life for so many years. It has been torture, but your lawyer didn't want you to know what happened. I think if you did, our relationship and your with Charlie would have been much different. I hope he knew what he was doing. Your testimony was crucial. Let's see what a jury does to him and to the rest of us. You know I'm next, but that won't happen. I'll take care of that.
What date is that? Or was that sent? What date was that sent?
November 1st of 23.
So she's saying she hasn't told Wendy about this extortion defense because Wendy's attorney didn't want her to.
Correct.
Corbett was then asked about texts between Donna and Wendy on the day of the verdict in Charlie's trial.
Did we find messages in Donna Adelson's phone from November of 2023 when the verdict was announced between Donna and Wendy?
Yes.
Okay, can we see that message? Or maybe this, okay. She says there's a verdict. This is on November 6, 2023, is that correct?
That's correct.
Was a verdict delivered, meaning read out loud by the clerk or by the judge, sometime between 5 p.m. and 5:15 p.m. on that day, November 6th?
Yes.
Okay. When does Wendy send her next message?
At 5:27 p.m.
So this would have been after the verdict was rendered?
Yes.
All right. And she says, I love you very much. Call if you feel like you can. Is that right?
Yes.
And how does Donna Adelson respond? Can you read that message?
Your brother protected you for years. Now you are not guilty. Your lawyer took very good care of you. You can bury me in the dress that I bought for Lincoln's bar mitzvah.
And was that sent at 5:31 p.m. on November 6th?
It was, yes.
So about 15 to 20 minutes after the verdict?
Yes.
All right, so now we know the time of the verdict, sometime between 5 and 5:15 p.m. on November 6th. After the verdict, was there evidence found in Donna Adelson's phone that Donna Adelson and Harvey Adelson began to plan to flee the country?
Yes.
Prosecutors will undoubtedly argue in closing that Donna Adelson knew she would be arrested next and that innocent people do not flee to countries like Vietnam that do not have extradition treaties with the United States. And that's it for this episode of Crime Fix. I'm Angenette Levy. Thanks so much for being with me. I'll see you back here next time.